you are at a time where you are young, so people will overlook you a little bit and think, oh, because you're younger, you've not got the experience, but you just learn everything. And I think it's probably the most valuable time to actually do it while you're young. You've got probably the most energy, you've got endless amount of time.
Welcome to the channel. Yes, I'm Paul Welch, and I've been so delighted to be in Barnsley today, and I met Ross. Good morning, or no, good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I think we met the first time about a year ago, and I think you helped me carry some equipment
this
from my
time
car.
last year, me and my friend, he's gone to America though now. So.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. He's studying in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, really jealous to be honest.
Don't be jealous. Comparison is the thief of joy, is what I've learned.
Yeah.
You've got to be happy with your journey, your life, doing your thing, because you never know what's real in other people's lives.
Oh yeah.
How much is on credit? You got all these nice cars, but really are they theirs or are they just on credit? Yeah. So comparison is the thief of joy. It's kind of like...
That's mad, that, yeah.
It's very true.
That is very true, yeah.
So, RJ Customs.
Yep.
Well, what do you do? Educate me. Look at that.
These are all hand painted onto the football shirts. I use a different range of mixed media, such as normal acrylics. Once that sets, I then go in and pencil the outline on top, and then I start from light to dark, obviously using the lightest shades to find the structure. And then for the final detail, I put the pencil on top. This just brings out all the sweats and stuff, all the little hairs on like the eyebrows, etc. This one's mixed media. I've done one in black and white, one in colour. And yeah, I just think it fetches it out. This one is also signed as well. This shirt come to me signed, so.
Wow. And that's what you do. You create, what do you call it? Painting on a shirt?
Yeah, like more like bespoke.
Bespoke painting on a shirt?
Yeah, like,
wow.
Yeah, it's
wow.
It's so cliche to say, but yeah, literally just paint on a shirt.
But it wash or not really?
No, these are.
Don't wash these shirts. No. If you get one of these shirts, don't put them in the wash. Don't let your mother or your grandmother or your father put it in the washing machine. Okay, so painting on a shirt. You're 20 years young.
20, yeah.
So you're starting out as an entrepreneur.
Yep.
Tell me, how did you get to where you are doing these amazing things?
Because
that's kind of like, you know, to start your own business at any time is not easy.
It's a massive risk, and it all started off when I was in school. I've always been drawing when I was young. Me and my mum used to paint and draw just before I used to go to bed. And then it were, I want to say year 8, year 9, I wanted to take it seriously. I always wanted to do woodwork.
How old were you in year 8, year 9? Because I'm 54, so that means nothing to me.
13, maybe, 13,
okay.
14.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do woodwork. I wanted to be a joiner and do stuff like that. And then I took art as a subject in year 9, and I started doing phone cases, and my friend used to give me the phone case. I used to like spray paint it and like do like flickers of paint and stuff on it, then put what's the word, like a hairspray lacquer, like on the top.
Yeah.
Charge a £5 for them.
Right.
Take them to school the next day, and all the paint chipped off.
Wow.
So I had to give all the money back.
But did you find a solution that the paint didn't chip off or not?
I mean, now I have, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was kind of just thinking I was just a millionaire with all these £5 everywhere. And then I did it for GCSE.
Yeah.
And I did like this type of work, and it was more of a YouTuber who I like looked up to. And I thought, right, I want to replicate his work and try different stuff like that. And he actually commented on one of my Instagrams, so I kind of had like a bit of a, not like drive, but I kind of had a bit of a, oh, you know what I mean? Like I watched this guy and he just commented, and it was just crazy to me. And then I went home and I started doing like cartoons and stuff. And then I did phone cases again, found a solution. Yeah. Normal, like spray paint lacquer.
Okay.
And then, yeah, it went from there. I started my Instagram with a few friends at school, which they did.
So you're 20 years young now.
Yeah.
How old are you then? 13, 14?
Yeah, 14. Yeah.
Okay.
14, I'd say.
So you then started doing it again,
yeah,
but with a solution, selling phone cases.
Yeah.
A £5 a time.
These didn't chip off this time, so the £5 were all in my pocket still. I think I must have done about 4 in like a month or something. At least like one a week, but at the time I thought a millionaire, but yeah. And then in GCSE, I went from age 15 to 16. That's when I had my end of year exams. Started doing just more stuff and social media. Started social media with 2 of my friends at school. They didn't paint or draw, so I have no idea why I started social media with them. They didn't do it, so it was kind of just me. I then changed the name from JBR, which were Jude Binney Ross, to just RJ Ross James.
Okay, I get it. RJ custom being bespoke.
COVID hit, so I didn't actually do my exams. Nearly failed art because I got my predicted grades, which were nuts.
Wow. And
then all the way through lockdown, I was doing more phone cases, different wallets and stuff. And then I started on TikTok. Someone were like, oh, just start on TikTok. So I thought, you know what, I'll do it. You know TGF, bro? Their YouTubers, TGF.
Right.
So I used to watch them, and I did a phone case, and I put this song on what were like popping on TikTok, and I think it got like 70,000 views after like doing it for 2 months. I was like, hey, I'm buzzing, absolutely buzzing, running downstairs, mum, I just got 70k views. Honestly, I was absolutely over the moon. And then something just like hit and penny drops, and I was like, you know what? If these people are doing it, why can't I just try and do it? So I started doing more phone cases and stuff. Sent a few shoes out to different people, like different like celebs and stuff. And then I did a video on TikTok, and it was some sliders. And I can remember being sat outside college, and I'd sprayed it, and it like honestly probably my worst paint I've ever done. Custom wise, like the paint wouldn't stick.
Yeah.
That today is still my most viewed video. It's got 18 million views on TikTok.
18 million views.
It was nuts. I think my worst video I've ever done. And
That's
then,
amazing.
Yeah. And then I got the 18 million one, and then the next video upload got 9 million, and then it was kind of just like a little bit of a snowball. Obviously, I don't know, like as much as there's highs as lows, that kind of just then fell off.
That's business though. I think when you're young and you're learning, it's like in any business, you have highs and lows, but never take it personally. It's just learning.
No,
it's just feedback.
100%. And yeah, after that wave of high views, that then fell off. But then that taught me to kind of maintain it and not to just be like, oh, I've got all these high views, I've got low views, just give up. So I thought I kind of just like slowly maintain it, keep doing my videos and stuff. And then I got a commission on TikTok, and someone said, oh, can you paint my football shirt? I was like, yeah, I've never painted clothing, but I thought I'll try it. I used to do like denim jackets and stuff, and
let's have a look. You got a jacket here, haven't you?
I have. Yeah, this is an Arnold one.
Wow.
So I bought that. Obviously, Terminator.
Can you touch it, or can I touch it?
Yeah, go for it. Touch it. Obviously, ripped it all, made like all the bullet holes and stuff. This is a little bit different to what I used to do. I used to put like a fabric underneath the rip.
Yeah.
And put like a Dior or like a Gucci or something just a little bit like when I was younger.
Wow.
And then yeah, I did that, and then someone said,
so you'd produce this and then sell it?
So this one, I actually met Arnold.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I met him once. No, you didn't get on with him?
So we'd paid to meet him,
yeah.
And I thought, right, I'll paint a jacket.
Yeah.
Obviously speculate to accumulate, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Thought, right, I'll paint a jacket.
Wow.
Take it down to meet him.
Yeah.
Obviously pay to go meet him.
Yeah. So you paid to go and meet him?
Yeah, for that specific reason, because I wanted to get some content and stuff, and just that photo with Arnold with my jacket would have been awesome.
Yeah, but it didn't work.
No, so we queued for like 3 hours. He come in late.
Right.
And then, to be fair, I don't think it was mainly him, I think it was his security. And they were like, no photos, don't touch him, don't speak to him, no props are taken. I'm just like, ugh. So I've just got a photo of me stood there like that, next to him. The thing is, it were a bit sad because...
But have you written to him since or anything? To say, hey, I came to meet you, I paid to meet you?
No, I haven't.
You should follow up. I think let's do, for YouTube and all those fans out there, anyone on social media, like, share, tag this jacket. Give me back the jacket. I think what we need to do is use the power of social media.
Tag Arnold in it.
Tag Arnold on it and get him to reach this jacket. Because Ross came to see you. And I know what it's like, security, don't touch, don't speak. And I won't swear because it's not good to swear. But it's kind of like, it's not fair if you're kind of like, you must have been heartbroken at that time. You paid money and you were thinking this is an opportunity to get your name out there, and you produced this amazing piece of work, and nothing happened.
See, on that day, because it was like a bodybuilding show,
right,
and I did meet quite a lot of people, so I weren't as sad because I'd got people I'd never expected to meet ever, and that's kind of why I'm like just grateful and like speechless when I'm meeting these people, and when they've got like my painting in my hand, I'm just stood next to them, I'm just like, what is happening? Like as a kid, I'm looking up to these people. Now it's kind of just.
I think the one thing I would advise all people is that everyone's human.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's
everyone
massive what I've learned.
Everyone goes to the bathroom.
No,
doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
When I worked at Coots Bank, when they used to manage the late Queen, someone said to me there, it doesn't matter how much money you've got, everyone has to go to the bathroom.
That's so true.
And I think when you're starting out in business, you have these idols, and you kind of get starstruck by some of these
swept up in their ways and everything. Yeah.
You think, oh my God. But they are just amazing at what they do. You're amazing at what you do, and other people are the same. So your journey is you went along, you met some people, and then what happened next?
Yeah, so just obviously going back to what I was saying earlier, I got commissioned a football shirt.
Yeah.
And
how many years ago was this?
2.5, 3 years ago.
Okay.
And someone said, oh, can you paint a football shirt? I'm like, football shirt? I'll try it, why not?
Yeah.
First video got 1 million views on TikTok.
Brilliant.
And I was just like, what? And then I thought, right, I'll nip to Sports Direct straight after working at Nando's, get another football shirt, and then snowball effect again. And I just kept doing them, and I had a few footballers reach out asking for custom ones, and then Brentford reached out asking one for Ivan Toney, which I was like, wow, yeah,
that's
definitely.
Amazing.
And then it's kind of just gone from there, and I took leap, I want to say about 6 months to a year after the TikTok thing, I didn't want to just jump straight out of work and hit it full time. I were balancing college as well.
Blimey, so college, work and
yeah,
your
my own
passion.
business all at once. It was tiring, but yeah, and I dropped out of Nando's to pursue it full time, and it's just crazy how much you work full time on something that you love and you don't know how much you work because you're constantly at it. It's honestly, it's nuts. And just putting every single hour into day into it. And
it's like I said to you earlier, you've got to know the value of your time.
1,000,000%.
Because it's kind of like, you may do them, and like you were saying before, selling something for £5, you felt like a millionaire. But if you then look at it as a business, and if it takes you 30 hours to do a shirt, then they need to be priced correctly for your amazing ability in doing them.
Yeah.
And then you've got to think about, if they look amazing, and they really do look amazing, how can you reprint them for hundreds and thousands of people to buy them?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there'll be people out there who would love to have that shirt on their wall or that jacket in their wardrobe.
I think the main thing is the actual clubs themselves. So a lot of these clubs have copyright issues. That's why when I sell my shirts or prints, I never include the shirt in the price. I just value my paintings. So there's no comeback on, you're selling on my shirt. I'd always value my paintings.
There's always a solution. There's always a solution, because if in your world, if you're getting 10 million, 20 million views, then it's a question of speaking to a brand specialist. And I, lucky enough, got signed by a brand agency. I'll introduce you to them, because for me, by having an agency, you get a very favourable revenue share in your favour.
Does it help, you think, having an agency behind you?
Yeah, for me, I'm 54 years young and I lost everything last year. My daughter was unwell, now recovered, and I'm just grateful that my family's healthy.
Yeah.
But having an agency, it's kind of like, I'm now getting approached to do things I've never done before. I'm rebranding. They're gonna have TV work for me and auditions.
Wow.
And that's kind of stuff I never even thought about. But the one thing I would say to you is kind of like, just be yourself, be honest, be normal, and then just know what you're worth.
Yeah.
Because sky's the limit. You're doing great pieces of work and selling item by item, but I'd already think about the Van Persie shirt. Could you sell 100 of them? But how do you replicate what you're doing that looks so amazing? That's what I'd be thinking, because I'm sure people would love to have that artwork on their wall. And then you think of artwork, sometimes it sells for 3 million, 5 million, 10 million, because it's a masterpiece. And you're creating these masterpieces, and they look incredible.
Thank you.
So it's kind of like, so what you're doing is amazing. So you've had football clubs reach out to you, celebrity people reach out. What do you enjoy the most? What's the bit about what you do is the best bit?
I've always said this, and when you meet people and you give them their work and just seeing their face of just the shock and being like, wow, you're like so talented, that to me is stuff that money can't buy.
No, I get that.
And I feel as though that's, I don't know, main thing I do it because I love it, kind of thing. And I'm like a big believer in, if you do something and you love it, money will follow anyway.
No, agreed.
And obviously going back to what I was saying earlier, just all the videography stuff and everything like that, and I've always wanted to do YouTube. That's why I thought, right, I want to say about 5 months ago now, I kind of took the leap to just nail YouTube out, and it's took this long to see a little bit of growth.
So how often do you post on YouTube?
Maybe 3 times a month.
Okay, it's not bad.
But that's because these do take quite a long time to film, edit, meet the people, because it's not just me. I've kind of got to wait for the people to reach back to me. So.
For me, in my journey for YouTube, I was very lucky that someone in my team took a phone call from the Mr. Beast team, and they wanted to buy a private jet.
That's crazy.
And we helped him buy a private jet within a few weeks. And it's in the public domain, so I'm not talking out of turn. So it was a $2.5 million jet. We bought the jet. We had a couple of challenges with it. We had to buy 2 jets because one went tech, but I don't know whether we can allow to be talking about that too much. But the point is that the power of social media, there are so many positives, there are so many negatives.
Yeah.
And like for me, people were saying, you'd be great on YouTube, Paul, you should get a channel. And I was like, why do you want a 50-plus-year-old on TV? And it's kind of like, for me, the feedback I was getting is, well, you're humble, you're honest, just be normal, just keep it normal and just be yourself. And I think for me, with you starting out, just dream big, think bigger. When I was lucky, I went to North Carolina and I met, some of Jimmy's social team and things, and there was a lovely lady there called Lorraine, and she would say, let's say Neymar's got 50 million followers, let's say Jimmy's got 100 million followers, and you put the two together, you got 150. And let's say Brazil as a country's got 500 million. I don't know what the numbers are.
Yeah.
But the point is if you put 1 and 2 together and it's in a country, you get all 3 together. So for you with your business, it's kind of like, just think bigger. And I don't know if you're tagging, tagging now doesn't really matter on LinkedIn per se as much, but tagging the right people on LinkedIn would help. So if you're a CEO of Man United or the football teams, just think logically about what you can do. But I think with you, brand and selling 100 shirts, doing one bespoke is amazing, but it's, I'm sure hundreds and hundreds of people would love that shirt.
Yeah.
That's what I would think. But
yeah.
If you've got comments below or questions and you can give Ross advice about scaling these shirts, let us know, because it'd be interesting to learn.
It'd be
and
awesome
listen.
to get public feedback and stuff.
So you do them bespoke, so social media, so for you, so you're big on TikTok. How many followers on TikTok?
Just about to reach 250,000. I'm on 237.
Wow.
So just 12,000 off.
You should try and do something special, 250.
Yeah.
You should try and now do a 250 shirt. So if people want to get Ross to 250,000, then find him on TikTok. I'll put the link in below and get you to that magic 250. We should do a 250 shirt.
Yeah.
That's kind of special.
Yeah.
That's a huge number.
But something else I've learned as well is, and this probably could go to you as well, with YouTube being the main thing that you want to grow, promoting it through TikTok is nuts. Not paid promotion, but that could work. I've never actually tried paid promotion, but I've heard that sometimes it can go really good or really bad. But what I've learned is, and I know it's a bit not snide, but I'll edit the full video, what's going to go out on TikTok, from the process of starting it to giving it him, and just before his reaction, I'll cut it off. It's a full video on YouTube, and it works. It's nuts.
It's true. You've got to create suspense.
It's mad.
Yeah, but it's normal, isn't it? It's human behaviour.
I don't feel bad, but
no, but you've got to understand human psychology, because if they're engaged in the content and it's like the ending, you build it up and watch on YouTube.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
And that's it. But it is psychology, so then people will find you on YouTube. I think for me, what I've learned on YouTube is the thumbnail is everything on the title. So SEO, so search engine optimization, for those that don't know, the thumbnail. I've just spent a whole week at Vid Summit learning from all these unbelievable people. There's a guy called Daryl Eves, The YouTube Formula is a great book. Roberto Blake, The Creator Economy. I learned so much from those two individuals, just about how traffic can become a business, then leads to a brand, monetization, brand deals.
Yeah.
It's all about consistency.
1,000,000%.
It's kind of like, for me, I post every single Saturday at, now it's going to be 4 o'clock, because my global audience watches from 6 till 8. So it's just understanding your data.
Yeah, and I think as well, being having obviously doing TikTok for quite 2-3 years now. It kind of the same thing what you said about the YouTube thing, the consistency, because I knew to just keep uploading, and there's vids that I thought will do really good but have just flopped. But staying consistent on TikTok, and it will eventually show. I think that's what's kind of driven me to do it on YouTube, knowing that it will work, and I've always stuck by saying things what you said, consistency is the main key.
That's the only thing you can do, is just be consistent.
It's crazy, I enjoy YouTube so much. There's nothing more fun than doing YouTube videos.
And I think for me, the key thing is learning about making something 1% better.
Yeah.
So if you can make 10 things 1% better, you'll get a 10% improvement.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like your title, your thumbnail, the first 1 second, 3 seconds, 10 seconds, re-engage at 15 and watch your retention graphs. So when I was with Jenny Horace for YouTube in America, they break down their shorts frame by frame.
Wow.
For the first 4 hours. So frame by frame, they match the retention graph frame by frame to see when do they lose retention.
Wow.
And then they understand why and what it is, and it's an art, and it's understanding human psychology. What do people want to see? Is it entertainment? Is it education? Is it a combination of the two? But it's the detail of the data. Know your audience, frame by frame.
Wow, that's incredible.
I know, but for me, I was looking at my things and looking at retention. I did a cave pool video, one of my favorite videos I've ever done. And as soon as we got into the garden, retention went from 63% to 32%. All of my audience of a younger age didn't care a crap about the garden. They wanted to see the indoor cave pool. So from an editing perspective, I should probably put the cave pool sooner in the video
rather than
forget the garden.
Yeah.
So the next one I do, no garden.
Yeah,
but it's just learning. I think the key thing for me is kind of like, having that belief and just going 100% all out. I mean, 20 years young, starting your entrepreneurial journey, been doing it a long time now already. But if you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work.
No.
It's just valuable. So just make sure you're getting paid enough for the work that you're doing is what I would say.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And then just go for it. Keep doing it. But it is a full-time job. Content and social is relentless.
It is, 100%. It's not like the classic 9 to 5 either. Like people say it's a bit easier, which manual labour wise, yeah, but then people don't see like all the late nights and all the editing, and it's just like constantly non-stop. And this is why it's tough sometimes, because you've got to match a guideline to post by as well, match a timeline guideline. It's kind of like you've got to get stuff done for that specific time to upload it, and then if a video doesn't do well and you've got all restrictions on YouTube and TikTok, and it's like you're constantly going back and improving, checking it, going back, improving, checking it, and it's just, just everything in it like that. So.
What I would say to you is map out the process. TikTok, 20 things, YouTube, 20 things, Instagram. Every single platform has a standard and a template that you then follow as a checklist. Title, check. Number of characters, check. Thumbnail, check. And it's kind of like fascinating.
I think as well, like with thumbnails on YouTube, I've now paid someone to do them from Fiverr, I believe it is.
Yeah.
And just seeing improvement in views with people making thumbnails is crazy.
I will share with you a couple of slides on thumbnails from the people. I was very lucky and blessed to meet a guy called Chucky Appleby, who is the co-founder of ViewStats Pro.
Is that Mr. Beast's? Yeah, I looked at it over there, that ViewStats Pro.
Yeah, so when you put thumbnails into that software, you can see what pops on the screen. So YouTube's all about bright colours. And I met the smoothie maker. There's a channel called Fenitas. He has like 2 million subscribers, and it's the bright colours. Great guy, met him, he's based in Holland, and we're going to try to do some collaborations about some high-end property stuff.
Awesome.
I wonder what a painting, I wonder what a shirt would look like of a property, because that'd be kind of difficult. Would it be difficult to paint a property?
No, I think I'll be able to get a good go.
We'll have to have a look at that. Maybe we can create one.
Yeah, that is something.
Because some of these houses are like 10 to 50 million. And
wow.
What you produce is art. You could have a great shirt that's the property. Kind of interesting to see what we could create, actually.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, we should do that. Maybe we should fly out. We're going to Marbella, back to the cave pool, and there's this house that has a slide from the top to the very, very bottom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we'll show it on screen so people can see. It's for sale for about between 50 and 55 million euros. And we're thinking of doing some collaboration with a few people about bringing them. Maybe you can come to that and paint a picture of this slide and put it on a shirt or something.
Yeah, that'd
be kind of cool.
It'd be cool, that.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll follow up. So, advice for younger people under 20 looking to start out on in business and then social media journey. What advice would you give?
Just to go for it. Literally just go for it. Like people will underestimate you, and you are at a time where you are young, so people will overlook you a little bit and think, oh, because you're younger, you've not got the experience, but you just learn everything. And I think it's probably the most valuable time to actually do it while you're young. You've got probably the most energy, you've got endless amount of time.
That's one thing I miss, is energy. I'm 54, I don't have the energy.
I got told that not so long ago, that's the only reason why I brought that up. Because it's true, like when you actually deep it and think about it, you're like, that's true, that.
I mean, I've been with people that have worked to like 1, 2, 3 in the morning. I can imagine when I started my business, I used to sleep in the office when I first started.
I'm doing a YouTube video at the minute. I'm transforming my friend's gym to like an actual like boxing gym, like all paintings, murals and that. And it was only the same other day. I didn't get home until 4 in the morning, painting until like 4:15.
You just don't think sometimes when you love something, you just don't think about the time.
It's nuts. It's nuts. But something else I've learned as well is to kind of have a break sometimes and balance. I think that's the key thing. Just like obviously like what you're saying, health-wise and stuff, like take time to see friends.
You need to
gym and
you need to switch into exercise, family and friends, and it's so important.
1,000,000%. But yeah, just go for it. That's the main thing. I know it sounds so cliche, but honestly, just go for it.
So Ross, thank you so much for joining us today. And guys, please always remember to like and subscribe. And if you want to start your journey being an entrepreneur or in business, follow the things that you really, really enjoy and just go for it. And always remember,
just go for it.
like and subscribe and just go for it. Thank you.
Appreciate it,
Good
man.
man.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.